Hey guys, Tyrup here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Langreskaya. For today's spawning in the south, we have scoped as Ostheer, and his loadout is Ostrupen. Jaeger infantry and German infantry. Face off against them in the north. We have Treadz as US forces, who has recon support, infantry company, and heavy cavalry. In terms of ranks, scoped mid-60s, Treadz around rank 50 US forces, so very evenly matched. And quite curiously, you see here scope going for a no machine gun build. Running straight for a sniper. So yeah, a little bit unconventional. This is, Langreskaya after all. Snipers tend to be quite strong on this map. Also interesting capping order to note, goes for this connecting point first, fires off this building, which I think is generally like a very good move against most factions, especially if you've got like OKW in the north, where they tend to be very aggressive around here. Wiring this off very early on, I would say, is an important strategy. Just means you don't have to get like a building counter early on, and if you do get a building counter and it's a flamethrower, having to run up here and potentially lose some models every time, not ideal. So I do recommend getting wide out on this door from the south, or a sandbag. You can sandbag it, probably even tank trap it.
The new grenadier squad is ready.
More grenadiers coming out. Got a 3 rifle build from Treadz. See if he's going to go for his officer next, or if it's going to be purely on the rifleman. No, it's going to be the officer. And it is the captain.
A capture point is under
He's
attack.
gone for infantry company as well, so wants to use the M1919s on this map. Here we go, getting started. First real engagement. I can charge in, but the sniper there picking away, and those rifles going down fast. Another squad coming in from the side, looking to put pressure on the sniper. But a squad of grenadiers there to help defend. And it looks like he's going around towards the cutoff. But yeah, these riflemen just getting chopped up here. I feel like he picked a slightly bad timing to go on an aggressive assault like that. 4 units, not really enough. You need 1 more. So if he went for 1 more rifleman, or waited till his officer hit the field before making one of those aggressive pushes. See, so we just need 1 more unit to continue pressure on the sniper or something like that, and it just wasn't there. Ended up leaving a lot of manpower to the sniper.
Ready for action.
Oh man, these riflemen are getting picked apart here. Got the bar though, so we'll be quite effective with the running gun strategies, chasing down the sniper with the squad. She has a lot of fuel, but did decide to go for an ambulance. Kind of curious. And that's going to delay his AA half-track. I feel like that's a pretty big mistake.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
If it was me, I'd be trying to get full steam ahead on that. Especially because a lot of your model losses at the moment are coming from the sniper, not from health damage from squads. So the healing's not really going to help you in that department. And for me, generally, oh, Captain even could go down here if he's a little unlucky. Oh. For me, generally, I feel like, 1v1s against Ostheer, just try and get your light vehicle out as quickly as possible. So they do seem to have trouble stealing with those. Yes, bleeding so many men. Just trying to keep pressure on that sniper. 21-4 right now. That is a heinous KD for Treadz. Getting picked apart by the sniper. He's actually gone for a Mora half-track. Okay, that's interesting. Oh. Oh. Oh.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Rifle down there. Did manage to get onto the cutoff, neutralize that as well as the central VP, so scope currently disconnected on his fuel, but lost a rifleman in the process. That is costly. We actually saw a mortar from scoped here as well. A little bit unusual, not up against any team weapons. But maybe it will be more effective as we get towards the 3 command point mark, where, you know, the rifleman will start picking up the M1919s, be stationary a little bit more, make them an easier target. Ooh, big rifle burst there. Oh, the sniper. Uh-oh. Oh. Sniper goes down. He's played a dangerous game there. Ended up paying the price big time. Probably just about got his money's worth out of it though. Did get a lot of kills. But yeah, he played a dangerous game. He saw that, well, in that first burst, the rifleman actually did like basically 0 damage to the sniper. So I guess he thought the sniper would survive a little bit more effectively, but in reality it was just like a very unlucky burst from the rifleman. He didn't hit any, and then obviously we saw the follow-up damage. Grenadiers here trying to use a med kit. He jumps out. I wonder if that was a misclick. Ooh. Maybe this is an elaborate bait for the rifle grenade. Either way, healing does get interrupted, and that's a little bit costly. Scoped don't have healing up in base as of yet. To take an AT grenade has to some repairs. After losing that sniper, Scoped in a little bit of a hole here. Second mortar half-track for Treadz. I haven't seen this for a long time. They are very vulnerable to the 222. Option, I mean, I don't think he knows that he's got 2 of them yet, but the option is to go for double 222s. Try to rush these down. They really start to accumulate the kill count.
The Germans just cut off our supply lines.
And they should be aware of it now. The thing you can do with 2 222s is, you know, you can feign that you're coming in from one angle. Oh, really come in from the other. Does get the AT grenade off once again. And then the A half-track to follow this up. It's a little bit late, but will still be effective against this composition.
The capture point is being overrun.
Mortar half-tracks will actually be able to apply quite a bit of pressure to the sniper as well. Just with the right clicks. To attack. I'm sure he's building a mid bunker just before. He looks like he cancelled it. It's been floating close to 300 manpower for a little while as well.
Supply lines.
So when you're up against double mortar half-tracks, well, as I said, I think a second 222 would be in order, but you know, with the A half-track coming in, that'll be even harder to use.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Gotta pick your window on those kind of things.
The bunker has been converted to an emergency medical station.
Right, in this wall area, hoping to catch the sniper, I believe.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Getting disconnected once again though. Scoped finally has a healing up, but he's losing a lot of map control in the meantime. Currently unaware of their half-track, I believe. I don't think it's hit anything. But might have to get a AT gun in this situation. Speaking of AT guns, Treadz also getting one. So yeah, it's looking bad for scopes. Really have to hit those timings to knock out your enemy's vehicles, because as you can see here, it's just getting harder and harder. You had a window to kill the double mortar half tracks with a double 2-2 push, something like that, very aggressive. But now with a half track and an AT gun on the field, that's just not going to be possible. Does he have? Okay, he does have a Jaeger infantry in his loadout. So at the very least, his grenadiers can be upgraded with the G43s. Going on the move, going to be helpful to avoid some of that mortar damage. Going for a pack now. Still has 320 manpower in the bank. It suggests that Scope may be unsure what he should be building right now. This is a very unusual situation to find yourself in. Not often come up against two mortar half tracks in a 1v1. Oh, you need to spend it. T-gun misses. Lucky break for Scoped.
A capture point is being overrun.
Sniper getting some good shots in. But here comes a half track. Mortar half tracks. Here's the pack. Still kind of parked in the middle. Should be up here. You know, if he's operating on this flank with his sniper and his 222, if you know some kind of vehicle push did come in, pack should have been over here to help defend the retreat.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
T-gun misses again, this time colliding with the shrubs. Pack pushing through the middle. But not in position to return fire. No, not in position to defend the 222. Oh, and those mortar half tracks going to work. Mortar is going to escape, but that was a very lucky break. Easily could have got decrewed in that low health. Second sniper coming in from Scoped. Ooh. Oh, close call. Here comes the AT gun. Get a shot in on one of the mortar half tracks. Squad does manage to get round to the side.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
Ambulance! Ambulance and base went down! What? Or was that just to LMG fire? Oh, Pack misses that shot. One half track does pull back though. Scope does have a decent chunk of fuel. Oh, but he hasn't completed his tech. Still a long way away from medium vehicles. Still hasn't selected his commander yet, but has gone for another LMG in the meantime, so maybe suggests we're not going to see Jaeger infantry. As for Treadz, hasn't got any M1919s yet. I'm wondering maybe if he wants to keep, you know, all his rifles firing so they can fire on the move, whereas the M1919s cannot. So he can apply a bit more pressure to the snipers.
We're losing a capture point.
There we go, snipers going to work here now. A little bit of bar fire though. Okay, half track going to work. And just calling in time on target, ride the base, exit. Making sure Scope can't push out here. Yeah, he completed his tech, but still, you know, a good chunk of fuel away from a medium tank.
The cavalry has arrived. Form up.
Going for a machine gun now, very unusual. It's going to be a sitting duck for the mortar half tracks. Could consider going for a second pack here, honestly. That way, with the double packs, you know, you have a good chance of just like one-shotting the mortar half tracks with the double packs, you know. 2 shots and they'll be dead. Same for the A half track before it gets to Vet 3. Gets that health bonus. So I think that would probably be what I would go for here. Second pack to look for the snipe on those light vehicles. Which will also scale well as the opponent gets towards medium tanks themselves. Defend against those. Century shot. Ooh! I think squad went down in the building. Grenadier squad. To the mortar half tracks.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green as green can be. A capture point is being overrun.
Looks like he maybe cancelled the machine gun though. Still has been, you know, floating around 300 manpower for a huge chunk of the game.
Our supply line's cut. Germans are making a push.
See, there's situations like this where he occasionally gets his AT gun in position. I mean, that could be a dead half track if he had 2 packs. Just those small windows of opportunity could result in some kills with the double packs. And here comes the Sherman, so he's probably gonna need the double packs very shortly. Let's have the option of going for a Stug though, very close, just needs 5 more fuel. So let's get 1 model there, have to back away. Got the M1919 and Vet 3 on this squad as well, so they're going to be very strong. He's picking on a couple shots there. The sniper's getting some good hits and 18 kills on this one, 8 on the other. Remember, he did lose 1 sniper, so it's been racking up a pretty healthy kill count. Oh, the double mortar half tracks!
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
The sniper's backing away. The other one's still, you know, vulnerable. If it takes a direct hit from a mortar shell at that health, will die. Whereas if it's at full health, will not. Snipers do have, you know, extra 2 or 3 HP. And they won't die to a direct hit from the mortar compared to other infantry models.
German forces tracking on 300 points.
There's a recon plane, and here comes the Sherman on the HE. Stug in production for Scoped. Sherman just running amok here. Double Faust. But a very risky situation here for Scoped. Oh, luckily Sherman misses that on the low health pack. Comes a half track. Oh, pack does get decrewed on that shot though. Stug could still turn this one around. Comes out, kills the Sherman. Okay, here comes the M1 now. It's like he definitely needs this just in case the vehicle pops out from scopes. He needs the AT gun there for extra defenses. Oh, decrewed straight away. Doesn't even get a shot off with that pack. And here comes the Stug. Misses his first shot. M1 wheeling its way up now. A little bit late.
is
Just
under
needs
attack.
one more shot to kill the Sherman. Just trying to smoke him off. Here comes the M1. There goes the Sherman. Oh, managed to jump the vehicle crew out though. That's nice.
Supply line just got
A bit
cut
of a
off.
consolation prize.
Gun crew
Oh.
just got wiped out.
Manages to pick off the M1 here. Gets recrewed though.
Flanking fire.
Can he take out another one with the sniper? Right, sniper going to work on the vehicle crew at the moment. Comes around the corner now.
Priest, ready for orders.
Maybe he's coming up hoping to... Oh, what's he doing here? He's going in with the Stug. This is a risky one. Second sniper does decrew the M1.
We lost a gun crew.
Oh, but there's a bazooka here still. Stug gets one shot on the A half track. And the sniper locking down the M1. Unable to take it. Stug on the chase. We actually have a priest coming in on the base sector.
Grab your shit.
And looks like the Stug's going to pull back here.
We're losing a capture point.
So, Scope's making it out of there alive somehow. Oh, but he didn't kill the M1, and looks like that's going to be recrewed. Oh, and now his two snipers retreating to the base with the howitzer pumping away.
Fire. Waiting order.
So, you got one more shell coming in. Ooh. Oh, grazes this one at low health.
Contact. MG-42.
But yeah, the M1 did get recruited. So unfortunate there for Scopes. Kind of deciding to chase in after the A half track rather than taking the safe kill on the decrewed M1. Might come back to bite him. Oh, did he
Losing a capture
drop
point.
a MG42 back there? He did. I thought I saw that, but then I kind of highlighted over it. I thought it was just the wire.
Capture point is
From that
being
mortar
overrun.
half track from earlier.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Is this, no, it is a medic bunker. It looks like he's using some field first aid here. Yes, that is what it's called. I thought it was, but I was like, is that what the Brits one is called? There's Brit med kits, but no. Good. On point with the naming conventions.
Point secure. Give me a security point.
So Treadz has left himself a little bit vulnerable here. Gonna have to lean very heavily on that M1. The Stug could just kill everything, basically. Oh, Captain charging forwards with the passive sprint.
A capture point is under attack.
Sniper's gonna work here. Triple pioneers.
God damn it! Someone get us out of here!
More the half track does hit the sniper. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That was a risky one. Okay, looks like he's gearing up for a big assault here. M1 is there. Stug rolling down the middle. Needs to bring his sniper up. Make sure it's shooting at the M1. Oh, he gets cold feet and pulls back. But if he just charged straight through, there was nothing behind that. We know. Maybe he just didn't have confidence. Either way, the med bunker has gone down.
Gun crew just got wiped out.
Was that a machine gun going down as well? No, that was the M1 to the sniper. I'm on target in the middle. Slightly late reaction, but it does take a very long time to come down. Scope does have a decent chunk of fuel again.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses.
Just around the timing for a Panzer IV.
Enemy contact! We're under fire!
Who's gonna win? Looks like the bar squad does. Scope just about there for another Panzer IV. Oh, but he's losing that pack so quickly. Now causing time on target on the base exit once again. Gets himself one more grenadier. I think that's fair enough. And here comes the Panzer IV. Oh, and the base howitzer barraging now from the priest. Forcing Scopes out of his base. Low health squads. So, was that M1? No, M1's way back in base again. A little bit slack, should probably be, you know, covering around here. Okay, Stug in a tough spot here. So he's going to take an AT grenade, perhaps two. M1 rotating around that side now. Where is he going with this Stug? Desperately trying to avoid the snare, but he's just getting chased right into the clutches of the M1. Luckily the M1 misses that first shot. Stug now running forwards to try and avoid it, but takes the engine damage. Panzer IV is hitting the field now, but it looks like he's not coming over to save the Stug, instead going straight for the A half-track. And might lose the Stug now because of that. Looks like the A half-track is going to go down. But so is the Stug. Looks like he maybe even stopped it from running right there. Too busy trying to micro his Panzer IV. And speaking of, that is going straight for all these mortar half-tracks. The missing, firing on the move here. M1 still with the crew as well, missing again. Shotgun blast from the priest. Does a huge amount of damage, and M1 coming in from the side. Oh my god. Just 3 shots in a row. Priest gets the kill. Vehicles destroyed 1. Oh. Oh, scoped. Oh. So yeah, I feel like it was a big mistake not sending the Panzer IV over to save the day on the Stug to chase away the M1. If he just killed the M1 with the Panzer IV, that probably would have been game. Save the Stug, throw everything away alive. With 2 tanks to your opponent's none, now would be 1, with no AT guns as well. Oh, there we go, gets killed though. And I think there's still a decrewed pack back here. Still floating quite a lot of manpower though, scoped.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Could be time for another grenadier. Going for another Pio. Don't think that's the way to go. Already has 3 of them. Generally the most you need. And you know, 1 more grenadier for the Faust. Could even get the 5-man grenadier upgrade since he's gone for infantry. Well, maybe he's got 3 Pios now. Priest. Getting the kill. Scope's still a good chunk of fuel away from his next tank. And hasn't recrewed his AT gun. Loses the mid bunker again. And Sherman on the field. Oh, he's stealing away the M1. I didn't even notice that. Oh, but he's running it down the middle. That's a risky one. Looks like he's going after the mortar half-tracks. Loses sight of them briefly. Gets sight again. Loses sight again. No, gets the kill on the Vet 3 one. Here comes the Sherman now, though. Oh, now he's backing the M1 around the safe direction. Maybe if he's got another pack coming up to support. Looks like the Sherman getting a little bit of traffic jam action there. The M1's going to be able to escape because of that. Second Sherman coming in though for Treadz. That could be a point of overwhelm for Scoped, who's rebuilding a pack, but he's got one sitting right here he's forgotten about. M1 sits up, gets one shot in. Here come the Grenadiers for the Faust. M1 sits up for another shot. Oh, doesn't quite get it off. But miss it. That Sherman is not having a good day. Took so long to decrew that super low M1. Here comes the pack. Still one out here. Oh, did a Grenadier or something go down? No, the sniper went down to the mortar half-track. Ouch. Scope does have enough fuel for a Stug, but it looks like he's going to save for the Panzer IV, but with two Shermans on the field, this is going to backfire on him. He does have, you know, the access to 2 packs here. Look at all these low health models. Here comes the Sherman going for the base dive. Oh, and the Priest as well. Oh man, that was a big hit. 5 kills, 1 shot. Priest fire coming in as well. Grenadiers getting chopped up by the Priest. 20 kills on that bad boy. You don't see that every day in a 1v1. And that's the game.
They only have 10 points. We're losing a capture point. Flag! Adjust fire!
Oh, well, there we go. Scott throws in the towel. I don't think the more at the start of the game was at the game losing point. There were many opportunities for Scope to come back into this game. As I said, you know, sending his Panzer IV over here to defend the damaged engine Stug as it retreated instead of going after the A half-track. That was very important. Forgetting about this decrewed pack. Could have brought this one, if he crewed it, brought over here, protected the M1 on his retreat, had 2 AT guns without having to build another one, and probably would have been able to get to his next tank if he'd done so, and he wouldn't have been too far behind. And maybe some slightly questionable build options as well. Snipers were pretty good on the whole for Scott, but maybe should have gone for a second pack earlier and hoped to just snipe off the mortar half-track and the A half-track with like a double pack volley. Either way, a very fun and unconventional match. So I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. Good luck.